Our sumo squat front raise is a combo move designed to work on the strength in our quads, a little bit of hamstrings and glutes, as well as the front of the shoulders and our core for stability. Starting position for this one, we're going to be combining a sumo squat and a front raise. So remember that sumo squat is where you're going to have those feet nice and wide, outside of shoulder width, toes slightly pointed out. So we're going to grab those weights, get in that sumo position here. I'm going to bring those palms together, facing each other in the center. This is the most comfortable position for sumo squats. Remember, this is not a sumo deadlift, so we're not hinging on over, getting that stretch down the back of the legs. Instead, those dumbbells are together here, and we're bending at the knees, keeping that chest on up. So palms are facing us, arms are relaxed in front. We're going to squat down nice and low, keeping that chest up, bending those knees. And then as we come up, we're going to go into that front raise. So as we come up, I'm going to bring those arms on out, keeping them nice and straight, rotating those palms to the floor as those dumbbells come up right to about eye level here. I'm going to control them back on down, rotate back together, and then go right back into that sumo squat. So it is one fluid motion. Get comfortable with each of those individually. If you have not done a sumo squat with us before or a normal front raise with us before, go watch each of those individual videos and go through those fundamentals and those basics on those, master those two individual moves separate, and then come back and do this combo move. Biggest mistakes I see made on this one. One, not treating this as an actual combo move, but treating it as two separate movements. So what that's going to look like is I'll see people do a sumo squat, and then they'll go up into a front raise. Sumo squat, up into a front raise. Now you're technically performing the same movements here. However, for combo moves, when you string them together like this, we're typically putting them together to not only work multiple muscle groups at the same time, but to keep the heart rate up, to increase the demand on the body. So in order to do that, we want to make one fluid movement. So we're going to be trying to transition, going into that front raise as soon as we are coming up with the legs, and then bending those legs, going back down into that sumo squat while those arms are coming back down. This is going to create a higher demand on the body, and it's going to get the heart rate up a lot faster than separating those out into two separate movements. Another big mistake I see made on this, remember this is a front raise. This is not a double dumbbell swing. So we're not using the hips and swinging those weights on up. So we're not going like this, swinging them up. See how I'm using my hips here to swing. I am using the strength in my shoulders to come up. So again, this is what that swing looks like. Coming up like this. I'm not driving those hips forward to get that momentum. I'm squatting down. I'm using the strength in my shoulders to go into that front raise. So make sure that you get used to that distinction between the two. Core staying tight. I'm not using any momentum here. Bending my knees, getting nice and low in those squats, keeping those arms fairly straight, and controlling that front raise movement. Get comfortable with this with lighter weights, or if you've not done these before, those two separate movements individually, and then start combining them together. As you get more fluid with it, start bumping up your pace and your weight.